Hello dear students, welcome back to the next session of classification of elements. See, in this class or in this session, now we are going to discuss the remaining part of the classification of elements and periodic properties. Here in the last session we discussed that the electropositivity, and the remaining part is nature of oxides and valency and then diagonal relationship. Now let us discuss the one by one. See, nature of oxides. Nature of oxides. So generally metallic oxides. Metal oxides are alkaline in nature, that means basic in nature. When they dissolve in water, they form alkaline solutions, right? Metal oxides are alkaline in nature. Metal oxides when dissolved in water, they produce alkaline solutions. Alkaline solution means basic in nature. For example, Na2O, sodium metal oxide, this on reacting with water to produce NaOH, right? Magnesium oxide react with water, or when they dissolve in water, they produce magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide are basic in nature. Basic in nature. Okay. Metal oxides basic in nature, whereas the non-metal oxides when they dissolve in water, they produce acidic solutions, right? Non-metal oxides, when they dissolve in water, they produce acidic solution. That means they are having acidic in nature. Non-metallic oxides having acidic in nature, metal oxides basic in nature. For example, CO2 is a non-metal. When they dissolve in water, it produces H2CO3, carbonic acid. P2O3, when they dissolve in water, it produces H3PO3, phosphorus acid, right? How many oxygens? 6 oxygens. Here the 2H3PO3. 2H3PO3, phosphorus acid, right? That means non-metal oxides are acidic in nature, whereas metal oxides are having basic in nature, right? Generally, variation, for example, before going to variation, metal oxides basic in nature, non-metal oxide acidic in nature, whereas metalloids having amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature. That means amphoteric means they show acidic nature of acidic solution, they show properties of acidic oxides and acidic nature and basic nature. Metalloid shows the amphoteric means acidic nature and basic nature. Example, AS2O3, Sb2O3. Arsenic trioxide and antimony trioxide. Arsenic oxide and antimony, Sb2O3, are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature. Is it clear? Metal oxides basic in nature or alkaline in nature. Non-metal oxide acidic in nature, whereas metalloids amphoteric in nature. Right? Now variation. Variation means the down the group metallic nature metallic nature increases, left to right metallic nature decreases. Along the period left to right metallic nature decreases, down the group metallic nature increases. Whereas non-metallic nature down the group decreases, along the period increases. That means left to right the elements are on right side, most of the elements are non-metals, whereas left side alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, these metals are present. Is it clear? Okay. Generally metal react with oxygen form metal oxide. Metal oxide having basic in nature, non-metal oxides are acidic in nature, whereas metalloids are amphoteric in nature. Down the group metallic nature increases, along the period metallic nature decreases. Non-metallic nature down the group decreases, along the period increases. Okay students, next. See students, here let us observe here the nature of oxides of Na2O, MgO, Al2O3, SiO2, P2O5, SO2, Cl2O7. Right? Na2O, MgO, Al2O3, SO2, P2O5, SiO2, P2O5, SO2 and Cl2O7. See Na2O, strong basic oxide, MgO, weak basic oxide, Al2O3, amphoteric, okay, SiO2, weak acidic oxide, P2O5, weak acidic oxide, SO2, strong acidic oxide, Cl2O7, strong acidic oxide. Right? See, Na2O strong, weak, amphoteric, weak acidic oxide, strong acidic oxide, Cl2O7 is strong acidic oxide. Okay students, these are the along the period. See, the acidic nature of oxide increases, basic nature of oxides decreases. Right? Third period, oxides of third period are okay. Oxides of third period. Right? So in your examination here, these are the oxides. Which of the following are strong acidic oxide, or which of the following is amphoteric in nature, or how many strong basic oxides, how many strong acidic oxides, like this. It may ask like this one. Okay. Right. Next, diagonal relationship. Next one is diagonal relationship. So what is a diagonal relationship? So based on the diagonal relationship, some of the elements shows the similar properties which are having in diagonal relationship. That means, see the lithium, sodium, beryllium, boron, carbon, silicon, beryllium, lithium, sodium, beryllium, magnesium, boron, aluminium, carbon, silicon. Second period, this is second period, right? This is third period. Second period, third period. Okay? Second period, third period. Lithium shows similar properties. Lithium shows similar properties with magnesium. Similarly, beryllium shows similar properties with aluminium. Boron shows similar properties with silicon. So this is applicable up to fourth group elements only. It is not applicable to remaining elements. Lithium shows similar properties with magnesium. Beryllium shows similar properties with aluminium. Boron shows similar properties with silicon. Why? Because these are diagonally related, right? Diagonally related. The second period of first element shows similar properties with the next element of third period. Next element of third period. Second period of first element shows the similar properties of third period of next element. Right? Lithium, magnesium. Lithium, magnesium. Right? Beryllium, aluminium. Next, boron and silicon. These are show similar properties. So what is the reason they show these similar properties? Means similar atomic size and ionic size. The second one is almost similar electronegative values. Similar, almost electronegative values. Right? Due to similar atomic radius, similar En values, same polarizing power, they show the similar properties. Okay, students, right? So these are the reasons to show the similar properties. Because of having similar En values, similar atomic and ionic size, diagonally related, and polarizing ability also same, polarizing power. Right? Next. See, based on the diagonal relationship, some of the elements show similar properties. Here, lithium, sodium, beryllium, boron. Lithium, sodium, beryllium, magnesium, boron, aluminium, carbon, silicon. For example, the carbides of beryllium and aluminium are called methanides. Why they are called as methanide means, for example, beryllium carbide and react with water produces beryllium oxide and releases methane gas. Similarly, next aluminium carbide, Al4C3. This on reacting with water or dissolved in water, it produces here the 12H2O, 4 ALOH taken thrice plus 3 CH4, right? 4 ALOH taken thrice and BeO. right? Here methane gas is released. That's why the carbates of beryllium and aluminium are called methanides. That's why they are called as methanides. Is it clear? And the beryllium oxide and aluminium hydroxide, almost they are having amphoteric in nature, right? Al2O3, Al2, 4Al2O3. See how many hydrogens? 12 hydrogens. 24, 24 is 12, right? Right. Next one is valency. The next property is valency. So valency is nothing but the combining capacity of an element of one atom with other atom. Element of one atom with other atom is known as valency. Simply the combining capacity, right? For example, with respect to hydrogen, the valency is 1. With respect to oxygen, the valency is twice the number of oxygen atoms in a given molecule. With respect to chlorine also, the valency is 1. That means the number of chlorine atoms present in a given molecule, that should be equal to the valency of the number of chlorine atoms. With respect to hydrogen, number of hydrogen atoms. With respect to oxygen, twice the number of oxygen atoms. For example, H2O. How many oxygen atoms? 1. The valence of oxygen is twice the number of oxygen atoms. So valency of oxygen is 2. Whereas valence of hydrogen is how many number of hydrogens? 1. Here this valence is hydrogen 1, 1. Hydrogen, with respect to hydrogen, valency is 1. With respect to hydrogen, the hydrogen valency is 1. Right? Is it clear? Hydrogen valency is 1. Noble gases having 0 valency. Noble gases, 0 valency. Right? Noble gases, 0 valency. For example, NH3. Nitrogen is surrounded with the or bonded with the 3 hydrogen atoms. That means valency of nitrogen is 3. Nitrogen valency is 3. Okay, hydrogen valency is 1. Right? With respect to the hydrogen 1, with respect to oxygen twice the number of oxygen atoms. Right? Variation of valency in groups and periods. Variation. Generally, in groups down the group, valencies remain same. Whereas the left to right valency is first increases up to 4 to group. First increases, then decreases. Remember, first increases and then decreases. Valency in groups remains same. What is the reason? Similar general electronic configuration. Due to similar general electronic configuration. Whereas along the period, up to 4th group, the valency increases by 1 unit and then decreases. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th group valency decreases. See, for first year group elements, valency is 1. Second year group elements, valency is 2. Third year, valency is 3. Fourth year, valency is 4. But 5th year to 8th year, valency is 8 minus group number or number of valence electrons. For example, 50A, valence is nothing but 8 minus 5, that is 3. For 60A, group elements, valence is 8 minus 6, that means 2. 7th A, 8 minus 7, that means 1. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the valency is 1. Noble gases valence is 8 minus 8, that means 0. Right? Is it clear? In groups top to bottom valence remains same due to similar or general electronic configuration of in a specific group almost remains same. For example, first group elements lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. The outermost shell of electronic configuration is ns1, so the valence is 1. Second A valence is 2, third A 3, fourth A 4, but fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, the valence is 8 minus group number. And some of the elements show variable valency also. Some of the elements shows variable valency also. D block element shows a different variable valency, right? And for example, fifth, sixth also shows the 3, 5, sixth group 2, 6, right? Variable valencies also exhibit, right? Is it clear? Next. See students, next one is reducing and oxidizing nature. Reducing nature, reducing nature, or reducing ability, oxidizing nature. See, generally the reducing agents provides the electrons. Reducing agents provides the electrons, as the metals are act as good reducing agents. Metals are act as good reducing agents. Here the reducing ability, reducing nature, down the group, what happened? Increases. Left to right, decreases. Along the period, reducing nature decreases. Metals are good reducing agents. Metals are good reducing agents. Okay. Next, oxidizing agents or oxidizing nature. Down the group, oxidizing nature is decreases, whereas along the period, oxidizing nature is increases. Generally, oxidizing agents accept the electrons. Oxidizing agents accept the electrons. Reducing agents provide the reducing agents provides or release the electrons, provides the electrons. Remember, alkali metals are good reducing nature, whereas non-metals are good oxidizing agents, right? That the alkali metals are good reducing agents, non-metals are good oxidizing agents. Is it clear? The remember, make an important note here, the CO, N2O, NO, H2O. CO carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, and H2O water molecule. These are neutral oxides. These are neutral nature, neutral oxides. Okay. Next one, zinc, aluminium, tin, arsenic, antimony, oxides of metals like zinc, aluminium, tin, arsenic, antimony, and along with metallites are amphoteric in nature. These are amphoteric in nature, right? Along with metal oxides, these are amphoteric in nature. Whereas CO, N2O, NO, and H2O are the neutral oxides. Is it clear? Right. Next. See students, here there are elements showing the highest and lowest properties. See, highest electronegativity. Highest electronegative element is fluorine. Its value is 4. Right? Highest electron affinity containing element is chlorine. Right? Cl. Highest ionization potential. Highest ionization potential is helium. Highest IP. Highest IP is helium. Highest density osmium. Right? Highest electropositive element is cesium. Cs. Highest melting point among metals, that is tungsten, wolfram. That means tungsten. Highest melting point among all elements. Here carbon in the form of diamond. Carbon in the form of diamond has highest melting point. Approximately about 3000, right? 3227 something. Largest anion. The largest anion is I minus, iodide ion. Largest cation. Largest cation is cesium plus. Right? Next, lowest electronegativity. That means according to the Pauling scale, the En value, lowest En value is francium or cesium. Cesium, francium almost same. That means cesium, its value is 0.7. Remember, lowest electronegative element according to the Pauling scale, that is cesium. Its value is 0.7. Lowest ionization potential. Lowest ionization potential. Here see the highest ionization potential is helium. Lowest ionization potential also cesium. Right? Lowest density. Highest density is osmium. Okay? Highest density is osmium. Lowest density is H2. That means hydrogen. Lowest melting point among all metals, that is mercury. Mercury. Lowest melting point, lithium. Lowest melting point among, highest melting point among all elements is diamond, whereas lowest melting point is, helium. Next, lowest density among all metals. Highest density is osmium. Lowest density among all metals is lithium. Smallest anion. Smallest anion is H minus. Smallest cation is H plus. That means hydride ion is a smallest anion. H plus ion is the smallest cation. See, in previous year questions, they directly asked the highest electronegative element. Which of the following is highest electron affinity? Right? The liquid metal is a mercury, and the lowest melting point among metals is mercury. Is it clear? Next, let us see some PYQs, previous year questions from the classification of elements. Next. Dear students, let us see the previous year questions of classification of elements. They are 2024. The last year in MCET examination, the questions asked like this one. In which of the following ionic pairs, second ion is smaller in size than first ion? That means ionic size. Already we discussed the ionic radius, ionic size and isoelectronic series. So based on that concept, the question asked. Here Al plus 3, Mg plus 2, F minus, Na plus, O minus 2, N minus 3, Mg plus 2, Na plus. Here the second ion is smaller size than first ion. Among these two, here Mg plus 2 is larger size than Al plus 3. So it is not correct. Next, O minus 2, N minus 3. N minus 3 is a larger size. O minus 2 is smaller size. Here the asking is second ion is smaller size. So it is also not correct. Next, Mg plus 2, Na plus. Mg plus 2 small size, Na plus larger size. So the remaining option is B option. Na plus smaller size, F minus larger size. Anion is always greater than cation. F minus Na plus. Right? B option. Is it clear? Second ion is smaller than first one. The remaining options are not correct. Next, the acidic oxides of the following question. Following: CO, B2O3, SiO2, CO2, Al2O3, PbO2, and Tl2O3. See, this is about the acidic nature of oxides and basic nature of oxide. Here, CO, carbon monoxide, is a neutral oxide, whereas B2O3, SiO2, and CO2. CO2 also acidic oxide, SiO2 also acidic oxide, B2O3 also acidic oxide. These three are acidic oxides. Remaining Al2O3 is a amphoteric, PbO2 also a amphoteric. Here Tl2O3 is a basic nature of oxides, basic oxide. These are amphoteric, Al2O3 and PbO2. Here CO is a neutral oxide, These are acidic oxides, B2O3, SiO2 and CO2. So the correct option is A. Right? The correct order of second ionization potential of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. Second ionization potential. See, second ionization potential means remove the one electron. This is C plus. Here remove the one electron, N plus. And then remove the one electron, O plus. Here F plus. This is the generally these are neutral atom. Neutral atom నుంచి ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ తీసేసాం. That means పాజిటివ్ అయాన్ గా మారాయి. సో ఇంకొక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలంటే దేనికి ఎక్కువ ఎనర్జీ ఉంటుంది అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. ఆర్డర్ అడుగుతున్నాడు. C ప్లస్ అంటే చూడండి ఇక్కడ 1s2 2s2 2p1. N ప్లస్ అంటే 1s2 2s2 2p2. O ప్లస్ 2 అంటే O ప్లస్ అంటే 1s2 2s2 2p3. సో 2p4 యాక్చువల్లీ O అంటే ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ తీసేసాం కాబట్టి 2p3 అవుతుంది. F ప్లస్ అంటే 1s2 2s2 2p4. చూడండి దేనికి సెకండ్ అయనైజేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది అంటున్నాడు. సో హియర్ ఆక్సిజన్ O కి ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ F, తర్వాత నైట్రోజన్, తర్వాత కార్బన్. రైట్? To remove the one more electron, which option is correct? C. Correct order of the second ionization potential of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. See the half filled కాబట్టి ఆక్సిజన్, నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లోరిన్, రైట్? తర్వాత ఆక్సిజన్ ఫ్లోరిన్ ఉన్న చూడండి ఆప్షన్, ఆక్సిజన్ ఫ్లోరిన్, నెక్స్ట్ నైట్రోజన్ అండ్ దెన్ కార్బన్. రైట్? బికాజ్ హాఫ్ ఫిల్డ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ కాబట్టి ఎక్కువ ఎనర్జీ కావాలి. తర్వాత 1s2 2s2 2p4 ఫ్లోరిన్, నెక్స్ట్ నైట్రోజన్, నెక్స్ట్ కార్బన్. Right? Is it clear? Next, if IP1 values of sodium, magnesium and silicon are 496, 737, 786 kilojoule per mole. Right? 496, 737, 786 kilojoule per mole. The first ionization potential of aluminum will be another. See, sodium, magnesium, silicon. Sodium, magnesium, silicon, aluminum. The configuration is 1s to 2s to 2p6, 3s1, right? Whereas magnesium 3s2. Magnesium ki paired electron కాబట్టి ionization potential ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ అల్యూమినియం కంటే ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది, అల్యూమినియం కి తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ సిలికాన్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? జాగ్రత్త చూడండి. సోడియం ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఈజీగా రిమూవ్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే 496. మెగ్నీషియం 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2. హియర్ ది 3s2, దిస్ ఈస్ 3s1. ఇక్కడ 3s2 3p1 అంటే మీకు వాలెన్స్ రాస్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ నేను, వాలెన్స్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఇది. ఇక్కడ 3s2 3p2, రైట్? చూడండి, దీనిలోంచి ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలంటే అల్యూమినియం కంటే మెగ్నీషియం కి ఎక్కువ ఎనర్జీ కావాలి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలంటే. సో 496 ఇచ్చాడు సోడియంది, మెగ్నీషియంది 737 అంటే అల్యూమినియం కి మెగ్నీషియం కంటే తక్కువ ఉండాలా ఎక్కువ ఉండాలా? ఇది మెగ్నీషియం కంటే తక్కువగా ఉండాలి. మెగ్నీషియం ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు? 737. దీనికంటే తక్కువ ఉన్న వాల్యూ చూసుకోండి. హియర్ లీస్ట్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ 575. The option is A. Right? Next, silicon 786. Silicon ki 786. Right? Is it clear? Next, correct order of the acidic strength అంటున్నాడు. సో ఇంత ముందు క్లాస్ లో డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం మనం acidic strength of oxides. జనరల్ గా నాన్ మెటాలిక్ నేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయితే acidic strength ఆల్సో ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో నాన్ మెటాలిక్ నేచర్ చూడండి, అల్యూమినియం ఆక్సైడ్ ఈజ్ amphoteric, weak acidic and then strong acidic. Here C. Right? Is it clear? Next, the ratio of the s electrons to p electrons is same. చూడండి, ఇక్కడ s electrons అంటే కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ రాస్తే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ s electrons ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చూడాలి. p electrons అంటే కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ రాసిన తర్వాత నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ p electrons, వాటి యొక్క రేషియో ఎందులో ఏ పేరులో ఈక్వల్ ఉంటుంది అడుగుతున్నాడు. సో ఇక్కడ పొటాషియం ప్లస్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే 18 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అని మీనింగ్. 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 4 10 12 18. నెక్స్ట్ క్రోమియం ప్లస్ 3. క్రోమియం ప్లస్ 3 అంటే 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 4s0 3d3 అంటే 4s0 3d3. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి 6:12 6:12, దట్ మీన్స్ 1:2 1:2. సో రేషియో సేమ్ వచ్చింది కదండి. సో పొటాషియం ప్లస్ అండ్ Cr ప్లస్ 3. ఓకే, పొటాషియం ప్లస్ అండ్ Cr ప్లస్ 3. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ది క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ ది లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ MCET ఎగ్జామినేషన్. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, నెక్స్ట్ see students, the next questions are the identify the pair of elements in which the number of s electrons to p electrons ratio is 2:3. See the ratio of the s electrons to p electrons. Already in the another session in 2024 also one question asked like this, ratio of the s electrons to p electrons. Here in this question ratio is given 2:3. Simply for this kind of question, just you have to write the electronic configuration and add the number of s electrons and p electrons and their ratio. See that their ratio, right? Phosphorus 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p3. In phosphorus 2 to 4 to 6 and p electron 6 9. Next to magnesium 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 4 10 12. Here the s electrons 6:6. So it is not 2:3. Here the 3 2s 3 3s 2:3, but this is 6:6. So this is not correct. Next to B option, phosphorus is 6:9. Phosphorus. Okay, calcium means 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 4 10 12 18 4s2. See 2 to 4 to 6, right? Calcium 2 to 4, 4 to 6, and PRTOLs 6, 6, 12. Here 3s2 3p3, 2p6 3s2 3p3, 2 to 4 10 12 15. That means 2 to 4 to 6, 6 plus 3 9. Here 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 4s2, 6 is to 2 to 4 to 6 to 8, and 6 6 12. See 6 is to 9, 6 is to 12, right? Right. Next, see the ratio. 2 4 ja, 2 6 ja, 2 2 ja, 2 3 ja. Here 3 2s, 3 3s. Ratio 2 is to 3, right? 2 is to 3. The option is second one. Phosphorus and calcium. Right? Is it clear? Next, which of the following has a least electron gain enthalpy? Least electron gain enthalpy means here see the oxygen and then chlorine, here iodine, here bromine, iodine. The given is chlorine and iodine. Next one is sulfur, oxygen, sulfur. So among this electron gain enthalpy least means here the sulfur has more electron gain enthalpy than oxygen. Here among fluorine and chlorine, chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy. So chlorine more electron gain enthalpy and sulfur more electron gain enthalpy. Here among iodine and oxygen, here iodine is the extreme right side, whereas oxygen is the sixth group element. That means it has least electron gain enthalpy. Oxygen is the least electron gain enthalpy. Then compare with the remaining options, right? Is it clear? Chlorine more electron gain enthalpy in 7th A, whereas 6th A, oxygen and sulfur, sulfur is more electron gain enthalpy. So among oxygen and iodine, oxygen is least electron gain enthalpy. Next, decreasing acidic nature. Acidic nature means left to right. Here see the in this option decreasing order of acidic nature of the following oxides. So generally non-metal oxides are more acidic. Here non-metal oxide. Here the CO2, Li2 metal oxide. This is basic nature. And decreasing acidic nature is asking. That means nitrogen. Next carbon, boron, beryllium, lithium. So this is more acidic, less acidic. Here the B2O3, Bu amphoteric. Here the Li2O3 is a basic oxide. That means decreasing acidic nature. D option. Is it clear? Non-metallic oxide, non-metal oxide, non-metal. Here the beryllium oxide and Li2O3. So decreasing acidic nature. Next, properties decreases along the period. So generally ionization energy down the group, what happened? Decreases, but atomic radius increases. So it is not correct. Electron affinity down the group decreases. Electron negativity also decreases. Here properties decrease along the period asking. Period means here the along the period electron affinity increases, electron negativity increases. Ionization energy increases, but atomic radius decreases here. In period, na? So atomic radius decreases. But here asking the property decreases along period. Both properties. For example, metallic nature here. Metallic nature left to right decreases. Atomic radius also decreases. So this is the correct option. Is it clear? Valencies remain same. Oxidation potential. Here valencies remain same. That means here the among these options, metallic nature left to right along the period decreases and atomic radius also decreases. Next, following are isoelectronic series. Which of the following are isoelectronic series? That means O minus 2, F minus, Na plus, Mg plus 2. See, O minus 2 means gaining 2 electron. That means 10 electron. F minus, fluorine is 9 electron. F minus means taking 1 electron. 10 electrons. Na plus also 10 electrons. Mg plus 2 also 10 electrons. So the option is D. A, B, C, D. Right? Okay. Next one, which of the following has the greatest electron affinity? Fluorine, chlorine, phosphorus, aluminium. So highest electron affinity containing element is chlorine. B option. Right? Next, which of the following is not periodic property? So atomic size, electron affinity, ionization potential. These are the periodic properties. And C is a radioactivity is a not periodic property. Right? Next, order of the correct ionic radius. Ionic radii in angstroms of the N-3 ion, O-2, F- nitride, oxide and fluoride ion. See, we don't know the exact values, but here among the given option, N-3 means large ionic size, O-2 somewhat less, F- least size. So observe the large ionic radius. Here 1.7, 1.7. The next is 1.3, least and then increase. It is not correct. Here it is small value. Here it is 1.4, 1.3, 1.7. Here the correct ionic radius means N means large size, large value 1.7. Next somewhat less 1.4, least 1.36. So this is the correct option. Right? Is it clear? So the 7th question 2024, 8th also 24 and 9th 22. Here the 2022, 11th question, 12th question is 21. And which of the following property is not a periodic property? Also 21, right? So it is also 21. So in the previous year question, these kind of questions are asked, right? We concentrate on the ionic radius, isoelectronic series, increasing order of signature, decreasing order. So order, right? Is it clear? Next. See students, the next question is the IUPAC symbol and the name of 123 element. Here the 123 means one means un, right? Unbitrium. This is the name and the symbol is UBT. This is the symbol. This is the name. Here asked is symbol and name. That means UBT and then unbitrium. Is it clear? The IUPAC symbol, right? Name and symbol. The successive ionization energy of an element starting from the first. Successive means IE1, IE2, IE3, and then a sudden jump. You can find the what are the changes. See here the successive ionization energy of an element starting from the first. That means remove the one electron, some energy is required. 801. Second electron 2430. Third electron 3660. Here from third to fourth, you want to remove the fourth electron, there is a large change, 25,000, and next 32,800 kilojoule per mole. Then the element is, see, if we remove the one electron, 801 amount of energy is required, kilojoule per mole. Next is second electron. Up to third electron, we can easily remove the electron, but after the removal of third electron, it is highly stable. To remove the one more electron, it requires high amount of energy. That means, for example, in boron, 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 1. To remove the first electron, 801, second electron of s orbital, 2430, and third electron, 3660. That means it reaches the nearest noble gas configuration. To remove the one more electron from 1s2 requires high amount of energy. So the option is boron. Is it clear? Next, which of the following is most electronegative element? The most electronegative element is fluorine. Its value is 4.0. Right? In 2020, the question asked, which of the following is most electronegative element, highest electronegative element? Which of the following has the pairs show the diagonal relationship? So diagonal relationship, first period, second period of first element shows the similar properties of the next element of third period. See, lithium, sodium, next beryllium, boron, beryllium, second group beryllium, magnesium, third group boron, aluminum, fourth group carbon, silicon. Lithium shows similar properties with magnesium. See, Li and Mg show similar properties. Right? Next, the correct order of the atomic radius of aluminum, sodium, boron and beryllium. See here, sodium means lithium, sodium. Next, beryllium, second group, boron, third group, boron, aluminum. Let us imagine here lithium, beryllium, magnesium, boron, aluminum. So among this is first group, second group, third group. The correct order of the atomic radius among boron and beryllium. Boron is less radius than beryllium, because left to right what happened, atomic radius decreases. So boron has less atomic radius than beryllium. Next, sodium and aluminum. Among sodium and aluminum, aluminum has less atomic radius than sodium. Now because along the period atomic radius decreases, that means sodium has more atomic radius. See, boron, beryllium, and next aluminum, sodium. Boron, beryllium, aluminum, sodium. This is large, this is small. Large, small. Is it clear? So this is the second option. Right? Next one is isoelectronic ions O-2, N-3, Mg+2, Na+, with least and highest ionic radius. Least and highest ionic radius. See, among N-3, O-2, which is large, highest atomic ionic radius, N-3. See the N-3. And next, first asking least. Least means among all these ions, which is least ionic radius, Mg+2. Mg+2. Next is highest is N-3. More the positive charge, less the ionic radius. More the negative charge, large the ionic radius. Right? Okay. The least and highest. Least is Mg+2, highest is N-3. In which group of periodic table the element with Z equal to 120 be placed? See, periodic table lo at present 118 elements are there. If the 120 element is present, that 120 element can be fixed. The position of the 120 element is, for example, see here, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and then oganesson. This one is 118 element is oganesson. Here the 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. That means here the up to radon 86. Next oganesson is 118 element. Right? Oganesson is 118. They are asking 120. Here the 118 is 0 group element. Next 119 is first A group element, S block. Next 120 is second A group element. That means that belongs to second group. Is it clear? 118 is 0 group element. Next 119 first A. 120, 120 element is second A group element. And that belongs to S block. Right? Next, which element doesn't exhibit elemental state in the earth crust? Which element doesn't exhibit elemental state? See, carbon, sulfur and Au, gold. These are least reactive. Generally, they are available in elemental form. But the iron is available in the form of hematite, Fe3O4, magnetite. Right? So, Fe is not available in elemental form. It is available in combined state. Right? Okay. Decreasing order of S-2, P-3, Cl-, Ca+2, Ar, K+. See, decreasing order means first large ionic radius, P-3. Next to S-2. After that, Cl-. Next Ar. after that K plus, after that Ca plus 2. So there are different options are given. Here I am directly writing the answer. That means decreasing order. Here the P minus 3, S minus 2, sulfide, chloride, argon, next potassium plus Ca plus 2. This is least ionic radius. This is largest ionic radius of the following ions. So all these are previous year questions, 2019, 20, 19, 19, 20, right? Next here, decreasing ionic radius. Decreasing ionic radius, K plus, Mg plus 2, Al plus 3 and lithium plus 2. Lithium plus. See, among this decreasing ionic radius means generally K plus, at Mg plus 2, Al plus 3, Al plus 3. Next Mg plus 2, next lithium plus. Here lithium plus and potassium plus both are first year group element, but as down the group ionic radius, increasing number of shells, radius increases. That means potassium plus large, next lithium plus, after that Mg plus 2 small size, then Al plus 3 small size. See, Mg plus 2, next Al plus 3 least size. Is it clear? So these are the previous year questions